Hi, and welcome to Move HQ. In this video, we're going to cover the easiest way to go ahead and develop an interstate pricing record inside of the Move HQ application. We're going to start off by going into the leads module. It is highly recommended that you do start everything off as a lead and move it through the process of going from a lead to an opportunity, and then at your opportunity, you'll be able to add the pricing records that you need for that customer. So to start it off as a lead, I'm just going to click on the leads module up here at the top. And then once that module loads up into list view here, I'm going to hit the plus button here to add a new lead. And then from there, I'm going to go ahead and select my interstate business line. I'm going to select my commodity. And then from there, start filling out the customer information. So get my address information in there. We'll advise. Maybe we're going to Denver, Colorado. Look up my zip codes. Here's my Denver zips. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and save the record. So once I have that data in there and I save it, what it does, it brings you back to this screen here. This is the summary view of that particular lead. From here, if you're ready to go ahead and move it into an opportunity and develop pricing, go ahead and convert that lead. If it is a cold lead and you still need to work it, from here you can do things like make phone calls, email the customer, do things like that to qualify the lead before you convert it. So I'm going to assume that this is already qualified, so we'll go ahead and convert the lead into an opportunity. This pulls up this pop-up here. The pop-up is basically just trying to validate that you've met all the minimum requirements, and it looks like I missed one here for load date, so I'm going to go ahead and assign that. Okay, and I'm going to hit save, and then what the program is going to do is take you into the actual opportunity for this customer. So it started off as a lead, which is cold and unqualified. I entered in the information, and then as part of the conversion process, it's going to go ahead and take that lead and convert it over into an opportunity. So from here, I can go ahead and go into the pricing module. You can find that here on the right-hand side from the summary view of the opportunity. To add pricing, I hit the plus sign to add a new price. And then this is where I'm going to build all of my tariff-specific pricing. So in here, my business line's interstate, commodity, household, just like I set up in my lead. One of the cool things that Move HQ does is it is relating this pricing record automatically back to the opportunity. And then it's also rolling it all up and relating it back to the contact record in the system. So the advantage of that and how it's really different than QuickMove was a flat file. So if you wanted different modes of pricing, you basically had to create a new, or there was an option to file, hit file in QuickMove, and then you could create a new sub estimate from a primary estimate. This kind of works similar, but the difference is you're not managing separate files. It's all rolling the pricing records up to one file where you'll be able to see all of it. And that file is going to be underneath the opportunity. Okay, so from here I'm going to go ahead and select my tariff, and I'm going to go ahead and scroll down and enter in a weight. I'm going to enter in my bottom line discount. You have your peak and non-peak in here. Valuation, we're going to go ahead and go with full value protection. It's pulling up the minimum amount automatically. I just need to select my deductible. I can enter in packing details in here. So if I wanted to go with a full pack, I could check the box, or an itemized pack, I can just start filling out the quantities of packing and then any unpacking that I'd have that's necessary for this record. Below packing, I have my bulkies, so you can find your bulkies in here. Pretty easy to add those. I can just type to search, so if I want a piano, I can go ahead and grab the piano in here. And then I have my flat charges, so things like, I don't know, any of your advanced charges, stuff like crating, if you needed to add that in, or, washer dryer disconnect, you can add those things in as flat charges, or you have the ability to add those in as quantity/rate items, where you can describe it, enter in the weight or rate itself, and then the quantity of how many you have, and it does the math for you on that. So once you've built all of that information in, I'm going to go ahead and calculate the price here. And the other cool thing about Move HQ is it's going to have a breakdown of your line item details at the bottom. So all of these open up, and it's going to list all of your different charges in here for this. We are managing fuel surcharge for you inside of Move HQ. Whereas Quick Move, we left it to the user to manage their own fuel surcharge. We're keeping you compliant with your published tariff by managing your fuel surcharge in here, along with your IRR as well. And then with your packing, as I had added a full pack here, you can see what it is, gross and then discounted rates. And then you can see what my bulkies are as well. So I have my total prices in here. Once you have your costs, go ahead and hit the save button, and I'll show you how to run the reports. Whoops, looks like I missed the billing type here, another mandatory field. So I'll hit save, and it's going to save that pricing record. It is going to, like I said, relate it back to that opportunity. So here I am back on the opportunity for tests. So you can see what module I'm in here, and you can see the customer name up here, and then you can see all of my different functions within that particular customer record. So in here is my pricing record. So if I want to generate paperwork off of this, I can go ahead and click on the pricing record again once it's saved, hit the generate paperwork button, and then it pulls up all of my options in here for me to generate. So if I want to produce a I don't know, an estimate with the ASPL, which is your additional services price list, I just check that box and I can hit preview, or I can email it right from here. If I hit preview, it's going to pull it up in preview mode. I do want to note that if you have a pop-up blocker on your internet browser, you may have to look at the top up here and permit it to pull this up. But this is your preview, so you can see what the document looks like. If you've added a logo to your agent manager record, you can find that logo up here in the upper right of that estimate. So it's breaking everything out, and these reports look pretty much like our traditional reports that we've always had inside of QuickMove. The layout is very similar. The difference is we're automatically building in the logo for you. Okay, so I'm going to close that out. I'm going to close this here. So since I ran that document on that pricing record, when you're in the pricing record over here on the right, you have a document submodule. That document submodule is going to list all the documents that I have. So if I need to download that, I can just click on it right here. This is going to download that as a PDF. So it pulls it up for me as well. But here in the upper right, it went ahead and downloaded it. So if I needed to email that out just through my regular email, I could drag that over, drop it onto my desktop, and email that to the customer as I see fit. Or we do have email functionality in here as well. So to open up that pricing record, I don't click on the PDF, but I click over here on the record itself, and then I can email the file as the attachment. So this allows me to email directly out of the system. So a couple of different options for getting the document to the customer, but that is hands down the easiest way to go ahead and generate pricing here inside Move HQ.